So I just want to give an update on our battery box design because I've actually gone through and fully I've rebuilt it in CAD because the last design was kind of floppy. Um, and actually, this design is not completely finished, but it should do the trick of kind of showing how our battery box will work. So I'll start with just the skeleton. Uh, because I don't really know how to weld. I figured I would keep the design simple, and that's why I've used square steel beam for everything. That was kind of one of my goals. I don't want to have to go to a fabrication shop. I don't want to have to do anything too crazy when it comes to building the box. So I figured just keeping it all simple, same size, be easy to get, easy enough to weld. It's all 90, well, mostly 90 degrees. Um, so that's why I've designed it this way. Now, what I basically built here is this is kind of just a support that this will connect to the frame of the car. The and too well. Let's see if yeah, you can kind of see it here. So it goes over the frame over there, and it'll rest on the frame. And then it's pretty simple. It's just like a frame around where the batteries. The batteries will be in the center here. And if I just turn on the electronics portion, so we are getting cooling plates from Current EV. They've just recently released a new current cooling plate for the MEB modules, and these coolant plates they go in between. Well, they can go in between battery modules and cool two of them simultaneously. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Current. So these plates, they're fairly thick. There's aluminum, and they go in between two batteries. And I actually have some additional photos. Yeah. So I actually reached out to Current LA and asked them for some photos of how these modules, how these cooling plates work. So here are the example photos they gave me. So right here we have just two batteries, one stacked on top of another. They are bolted together with this bolt right here, just through the mounting points, and they have a cooling plate between them. Right. Let's see. On these we have several stacks here. It looks like there's three cooling plates. There's one right there, one down here, and then one down here at the bottom. Uh, oh, sorry. Actually, I take it back. There's only two. There's one for the top modules, and then there's one between these two. And notice how the bottom modules are upside down. That's because I believe the cooling plates are designed to work from the bottom of the module. So on my design here, the reason these are upside down is the same concept. They need to be cooled from the bottom. Um, let's go back to our images. So here's a good picture. So we've got these modules right side up, cooling plates under them. Then all these bottom batteries are upside down. These ones are right side up, and they have the cooling plate between them. These look like they're just mounted to a big old aluminum sheet on the bottom, um, and they just have big threaded bars going through them to hold them in place. And here's the other side of the one that we were looking at earlier. Concept, so upside down, right side up, right side up. And that's all the photos I have. But now if we go back to here, what I was planning on doing at the bottom here when I made this design was I was looking into some sort of carbon fiber solution here. Now what I was thinking is maybe get like a carbon fiber sheet and then to epoxy a thin sheet steel plate underneath just to protect, because this will be exposed to the road, and carbon fiber is vulnerable to being chipped by road rocks. So I might go with this solution. I also might just say, because carbon fiber is crazy expensive. I was looking, I was like, surely this wouldn't be that bad. Yeah, a sheet like this is probably about $1,000 if you want to get it from online and you don't want to make it yourself. And if you make it yourself, it's still very expensive. So what I might end up doing is just maybe extending this beam out a little bit past here, all the way to the edge, and running another bar underneath the batteries, and then just bolting into that metal bar, and then putting a sheet metal plate under it to protect them. I haven't really decided how I'm gonna do the bottom of the box, but I have a few options. I'm gonna try to see if I can do the carbon fiber because not only would that be pretty cool, it would also save 30-40 pounds compared to a steel approach or other approaches. And then as for our electronics, I haven't. I actually can't fit them like this. I put them here. I think I could fit three, and then I forgot that I would have the engine mounts right around here, and they hit the boxes. But what I've done is just move the third one up here, in there. And I have a lot of room in my car, so I've just kind of separated out the electronics. Like I think I had a picture open from EV West up here. Let's see that. Here we are. So this is a contactor box from EV West, and um, as you see, like you can fit a lot into one of these boxes. Since we got three of them, I probably don't need three of them. Like here, they've got the positive contactor, negative contactor, current shunt, few distribution breakers, your pre-charge relay and circuit. It's all really packed in here. I don't prefer to do that because I just don't like the concept of having 350 volts about 2 inches apart. Um, so for me, I have the space. So what I just decided to do was one high voltage positive electrical box, one high voltage negative electrical box, and then one low voltage box for my BMS, my VCU, just because I have the space. But I also had a few more components than they did here. I have like a distribution bar. I have a service switch, which I've put in my box, even though it's not ideal to put your service switch in your box because that means everything before the switch, that the whole cable is unserviceable. Um, but it's just how I end up designing it. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of my approach when it comes to battery box. This is our final design. We've already purchased the metal for this, so we are sticking to this. I'm making these bus bars here out of copper. I just bought a copper bar from like metalsdepot.com. And yeah, I think that pretty much sells it. If anybody has any questions or suggestions, please just leave a comment. I will respond to it or email me. I check both. And thank you. Bye.